morning. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today is another fun. This is our final week of Christmas decorations and prepping for Christmas. And by the end of this week, I hope to be right at the point of being able to decorate my house. So I've completed this one. I've completed all of my different stand-ups that I'll be using. They have a stand. They'll stand on a stand. They'll go in a stand like this, and then they'll stand in front of my Christmas tree. So they'll just stand like this in front of my Christmas tree. For one thing, one of the reasons I did this year is because I have a black lab that has a super strong tail, and she just knocked the crap out of my, she knocks the crap out of all the ornaments on the bottom of the tree. And then I can't do anything. I'm like, but then I have to pick them up. So the bottom of a tree is always a mess. So this year, I decided I'm making my own homemade bows. I'm making bows out of this for the bottom round of my tree. I have that. You'll see them all in the final the video. I will also be doing a few bows like this, and I'm looking for my other. I have one that's got a snowflake on it. Let me see if it just got put off the table, or is it in this box and I'm just missing it. I'm not sure where it went. So, that's odd. It was just in my box. I have a box that I keep that has supplies in it. I keep it on my desk. It actually goes away when I'm not actually doing the silhouette stuff like this. But I do have those ribbons to be made into bows. I can show you how to make a bow if you want. Tomorrow I will do tomorrow I'll do a bow creating, because I don't tie my bows. If I tried to tie my bows, we'd be in a real mess, right? So part of this video, we're going to talk about setting up and decorating your silhouette design and or fix a mistake. So as you can see up here, I had glue fall on my reindeer's antler, and I was trying to figure out, I ripped it off. Bad move. I thought maybe if I ripped it off, it would look good. No, now I have to fix that, right? So, as I'm decorating, fortunately, I see that I know. I don't think it's got any more in it. It's not, so we're going with this one. Yes. Okay. I've been doing multiple colors on their antlers, and I'm looking for, here it is, confetti. Okay, I'm going to be using my sticklers from Ranger, and I get them from Scrapbook. Scrapbook.com, I think. Not .com. Let me look up. It will be in the description below. I'll look it up and find it. They're really reasonable price. They're better price than I can find anywhere else. Now, the last time I bought for them was about 3 years ago, but I would bet they still have the good prices going on. They're big into scrapbooking side of it, and next year we'll be doing some scrapbooking. I couldn't say the word. If you look, you'll see there are glue strings that are on it. That's from the hot glue. And sometimes you just have to go in and clean them up. So, there we go. All of my craft supplies that you see here that I'll be using have come from Hobby Lobby. It is the most place I go. It is where I always go for anything Christmas related. And I need to do for Christmas, I head to Hobby Lobby. So now that I have my glitter, I'll make sure I'm in the right frame. I'm going to start over on the other side of my antler. When I get here, that's when I'll fix it. But we won't fix it right away. We're going to do our regular thing, and then I'll come back and fix it once we're done. I like to keep my glitter going in a very uniform way. So it's almost like you're doing cape decorating when you're doing this, right? And trying to keep the line as straight and continuous as possible. So you know when you're doing cake decorating, you have to do the same. And so it's about the same idea. Okay, now here we are. We're up at our spot. I did stop because I need to put a little bit more across this section. And I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, now we're going to come back down. We're going to continue to the end of our antler. And we'll find it. Oops. Okay, there. I need to do this first so that it's there. And then I'm going to get rid of that extra glitter. So now we have two things to fix, right? I'm going to take my bended tweezers and I'm going to turn this so that I have it in the right direction, and I'm just going to carefully take that and drag that up. And voila, it's all fixed, right? We're going to use the same tweezers to come over here and extend this line just a little bit so that it covers that mistake, right? And we kind of want to make sure that it just fades back into the line. But we've got it covered up, right? So now what I'm going to do is, now that I know what that top part of that antler looks like, now that I've done the fix on it, right? And it's just a matter of moving the glitter around, and you might need to put just a little bit more glitter in there once you're done. But it's going to turn out really nice. So I'm going to go over here to these ones, and I'm going to add an extra line of glitter up at the top of the antlers. So now it looks like I meant it to be that way, right? But yet I know it was covering up an issue. So I'm going to take that same concept and I'm going to move to the other antler. I'm going to need a drink real quick. Hold on. And so now I'm going to come here and I'm going to do the next antler because I want it to match. So I always make sure I do all the same things that need to match, right? So if I need to do, I got to turn it. I'm in the wrong position to be doing the antler. So let's put it back over here, just making sure you can see it. And I'm going to continue the process. And as you can see, when I stopped here, I put a little extra. So I did that for a reason. And so now I'm going to continue. Yes, you should really do this continuously and don't stop until you are fresh and used to doing this. I would practice not stopping, because what it does is it leaves a bulbous of glitter when you stop. So you have to pull that when you start again. And it helps it look right. So now I'm going to stop there and come up here because I want to put extra on that turn, right? Here we go. Now we're going to push for extra. There we go. And all I do is push extra glitter out of my tube. And that's what causes it to flood like that. And you could actually flood. Now once this sets up, it's going to set up flat. Okay? So when you do glitter, it looks like it's going to be 3D. And you're going to have a 3D effect. But that's not the case. Okay? I am going to come back here now that I'm looking at it from this direction. So if you see it from this direction, you can see that on this tip of the, it's kind of outside on the offset. So I'm just going to hold it really tight, and I'm going to do the same thing I did before, but I'm going to pull it off this section, and I'm going to do my best. This is probably dried some. Yeah, it has, because I didn't catch it right away. So some of it's going to stay, but you know what? Nobody's going to notice that from a distance. Nobody's going to notice that when you're looking at it from a distance. I don't even see it looking at it from a distance. And so I know it'll be fine. And then, so I told you this was a 2-part video, and I needed to get that started and this started so that we could get through this soon. But I'm going to be doing a tag at the end of this video. It is from Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. I will be making sure that it's advertised. I'm not doing this video to try to get famous, okay? I'm doing this video because I believe I have craft stuff that I can share with the greater community, as well as I have the innate ability to share different crafts. You know, not everybody does that. Finding a niche on YouTube is sometimes a difficult thing, but I think I'm doing okay, so I'm not going to complain too much. I've learned over the years, don't complain too much. Okay, so I have been outlining my reindeers with cinnamon. However, my cinnamon is pretty much gone. I keep tapping it, and I might get a little bit more out of it, but it's not going to be enough to complete the bear. So I'm going to have to come up with a different color that somewhat looks like brown. And I've got a couple. This is probably, I know they're copper and one's rose gold, but they are kind of similar. They're like golden in color, so they would work. And I really think, looking at this, that the rose gold fits it better. Okay, so if I could flip over. I'm flipping over. I'm not putting it down because I got wet glitter on it. But I want to look. See, here's my brown glitter. Here's the cinnamon. And you can see it was running out and how little I was getting. So I didn't even get that over there. I got to fix that. So I think this goes pretty well with that color. So I think we'll get away with that one. So for the other half, I will be using this. And see how I kind of checked? So if you run out of something, or you need to substitute because you can't just run out and get it right now, just make sure that that substitution, it's a pretty good close check-in. So I will be posting this video on my channel, and I will also be sending a link to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, because I have at the end, I have her tag questions. So we'll go over the tag questions, and go ahead and head over to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's if you want to see other videos from other creators in the tag. She actually did the tag herself in her Friday night video, her live video. And so it's very interesting to see and hear from other YouTubers even. I like to watch other YouTubers. I haven't been doing it so much lately because I haven't been feeling well. And it's really hard to watch other people getting new diamond paintings when I really can't be doing that right now, right? My husband would have my head. But I'm going to see. I want my channel to succeed, but I don't want to be like everybody else and be, you know, showing everybody stuff that they may have already seen, or they can get it from a different creator, or whatever the question may be, right? I always, ow, shoot, I just burnt the crap out of my finger. Sorry, I hit the hot glue gun. The tip is hot. It's sitting right next to me because I've got to glue these on, but I want to do the glitter first. So I need to get all this glitter done so that we can do that. We will continue doing the glitter through the tag questions. I just wanted to kind of go over with you a few of the how to fix mistakes that you make when you're doing glitter work, or these can work in a lot of other applications. So if you're doing resin work, you're doing clay work, it really kind of goes into a lot of areas. So just remember to stick with what you're working on and everything will be fine, right? And so I want this channel to go as well. It's really a blog that I have of what I'm doing, right? I'm keeping track on YouTube by sharing what I'm doing, but also keeping like a diary blog of what I am doing in my craft world, right? So I want to be able to look back and say, oh, I did that. And it is kind of hard to get around that bell. Shouldn't have put it on yet, but I fixed it. Okay, so I just got to get it in on that tip. So let me just push it up. There we go. Okay. Eyebrows. Okay, so as you saw, I kind of adjusted the eyebrows a little bit, made them a little thicker. I would like a little thicker on the eyebrows. We'll be doing his eyelashes shortly. I don't know what color I'm going to do them yet. Probably somewhere around the green color. Let's go ahead and put green in here and put it on his eye. I like green. So I'm going to put green on his eyelashes. So there's just a few. And we'll just put them on. And there we go. And that's how you do eyelashes. So I have a couple more examples of eyelashes that I can show you that I've done. So on the Rudy and Ruby sledding one, I put him, he had like this titanium color that I used. And she got purple. And we're going to have to do the same on this side. So see, this side is done. And see all the stuff I put on it. So we'll be working to finish this, as well as finish our Christmas trees. And I'll show you the Christmas trees. They're coming along really well. And this one's been completed. Now let me see if I can get my bells to come out. See, you can see the blue strings, but I'm okay with that. I mean, it's just got to be, are you okay with what you do, right? Are you okay with how you presented your project, right? And these are going on my wall. And so you'll see, I'll show them when my final decor, ooh, yeah. So these are the final decor. I probably should pull these ones up more. I think they need to pull it more about like this. So I'll be fixing that. And that's simple. That's a simple fix. I can just grab the string, right, to where I want it and hold it in place down here, right? And I'm going to hold it with my fingernail real quick. Pick up the glue gun, and I'm going to take right here at that middle point, and I'm going to lay a drop of glue. Okay? So now our ornament hangs higher. We need to do the same with this one. So these are just ways to, once you've done something, putting it back to where it's in a way somebody else would enjoy looking at it, right? So these are going to go on my wall, and anybody that comes to my house will see my house all decorated. And I'm probably going to do a video once my house is fully decorated for you to see. So I'm going to pull this back. I've got it held, anchored with my finger till I can get this in the place that I want it, and then I can hold it. And I just put my hand down in wet glitter. So let me just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it a little different. This one's not cooperating as much. I'm just going to pull it back. And what that's going to do is it's going to shorten it, because when it comes back around, we're going to catch it. If I put the hot glue gun down without burning myself. Okay, here we go. Let's pull this back around. We're going to keep it down. And we're going to drag it and let it get caught in our glue. Yeah, you don't want to do that. It does come off pretty easy off my fingernail. I try not to do that. But I just want to make sure that it gets into this glue and it's not going to come out. Okay. And that raises them a little bit. So I finished this late last night, so that's probably why. It's got a bunch of packages down here on the bottom. So I bought all these little things to enhance my ornaments and my designs and my decorations. As I said, 2 or 3 years ago, they came from Hobby Lobby. I haven't done a whole lot more shopping lately for this because I have so many craft supplies that I really need to start using them up before I start. I need to use, is this copper? No, yeah, it was rose gold we were doing. I just need to make sure that I am saving my money right now. So hopefully soon I'll hear about Social Security, and then I will be able to function a little bit better in the grand scheme of things, right? So that's what it's all about. Okay, so that takes care of the copper glitter. I had forgotten that. I store my glitters upside down in trays. So I have trays like this. They sit at an angle, and all my glitters. So I have 3 trays. 2 are completely full, and then I have this run over amount. And actually some of those belong in a different one. So now we're going to try to figure out what color we want to do the present. And I'm going with this lime green because it's the closest I have to like this olive green. So what we have to do here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go around the edges of the ribbon, and also around the edges of, I'm going to come back with a different color on that box. And let me make sure I've got the right 2 colors. Okay. Yeah, okay. What I did is I came back on avocado. So let me show you this one first. Because we're going to get into the tag questions here in a minute. I see that we're already at 23 minutes, so we'll get started in the tag minutes. But I want to show you the best way to lay liquid pearls, okay? Because if you're not careful, you're going to make a big mess. So it's really important that you check your tip, and you wipe off your tip. And where is my wipes? Here, I'll just use a Kleenex because it doesn't need to be wiped. So just go like that, because I know that tip is clean because I keep it clean. It's one of the things I do, is work really hard to keep my tips clean because I need them to work for me. So I'm going to go sit down here at an angle, and then I'm going to draw the line. I'm going to let it flow. Okay, well, it doesn't want to flow because it can't come out. So let's fix that. Let me grab my handy dandy pin. I keep a pin in the, I have a little thing for where your pens and pencils and gadgets go. I was going to say something else and I couldn't get the word out. I might need to get a different one. This might have already been used so much. Oh, it did go through. So all I'm doing is taking a pin. It's just a regular pin you use for sewing. And I'm going up and down. Okay? And I'm just trying to make sure that clears that end. And now I'm going to wipe that end again. And this time, I'm going to come over here on the side of my mat and just see if it comes out and if it's coming out slowly. So I need it to come out, and I'm putting a lot of pressure and nothing's coming out. So there's a blockage in there somewhere. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to release or not, but we'll try. I might not be able to. Oh, well, see, and this is what happens. You do have to work carefully with these because this will happen. I have a second pen, and if I can find it, I guess I flicked it at myself, and it may have gone flying. So, where'd my pen? Oh, and now I lost the second one. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I'll be right back. I've got to find a pen to open this up. Okay, I got the clog out, and basically it was just needed to be poked one more time. I lost one of my pens and can't find it, so let me just go. Okay, so I'm going at like a 45-degree angle and I'm holding it. I'm going to find a spot on my project to hold that doesn't have wet glitter, so that I don't get it messed up. And I don't think I see any spot messed up when I accidentally touched it earlier. It's fine. So we're going to go to 45-degree angle, and you're going to start out, and you're just going to keep the same pressure on it as you go around the present. And liquid pearls are not as forgiving as glitter is when it comes. Oh gosh, we got another. Uh-oh, we've got another. See, this is what happens sometimes. You clear it, but then it comes back. And I'm trying to squeeze it out if I can. I just don't want it to explode back at me. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm just going to have to poke it and play with it later. Okay? And so all I'm doing is re-poking it. So we'll do the poke again with the pen. If I can get it in the hole. There we go. And just kind of move it around and go like this. And then keep moving. Okay? So we're going to continue this line. And just be really careful because you don't want it to come out too fast. And it did. But I have to fix this line anyways because it was really slim. Let me see if I can put just a little bit more on that line. There you go. So just be careful when you're adding to it, okay? And I'm going to do this bottom here and connect. I'm going to go up here and do this until I'm done. Okay, that stopped, so I have to fix that. And there we go. It's kind of like laying icing almost. This is more like laying icing, even more than the glitter, because it's kind of unforgiving as much as that. So I'm going to put this down here. There and across here. And that's how you do this, because if you don't want to be touching the paper as you go. You want to be able to hold it just above the paper and do it. And I think I've got the clog coming back. I only had half a bow to finish, right? It's not my favorite thing to do, to have to get these clogs out. But in order to preserve time, I'm willing to do it that way. But just don't put your tip down on the piece. Just let the liquid pearls flow out, okay? That's all I'm going to be able to do. It clogged again. I'm going to have to work on this and fix this clog off camera because it's not going to clear itself. So that's our present. I will get on there because I've got more to do. Obviously, I might be lucky that color's not used anymore, I don't think. So now I'm going to use the glitter green like I was talking earlier. Once we do that, we can put our snowflakes on. Actually, we still have to do the red. So let's do the green and the red. And while we're doing the glitter work, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the questions for Miss Crochet and Coffee. So, First question she asks is, what is your current whip? Okay, I have multiple current whips ongoing right now. Right now I've got all of my Christmas stuff going. So those are all whips. They're not done. They have things they have to be done to complete them. So everything you've been watching me do, my Christmas trees, my ornaments are done, almost done. They still have to be, I still have to go through and put the hole from the hole punch in it. I just put my fingers right in the middle of that. Gosh dang it. Ugh. Where'd it go? Didn't leave it out? No. I can put it in here. There it is. I put my arm right, or my hand right in the middle of this. So let's get it fixed. See, and that's how easy it is. You just go back and fix it, okay? So, current whips, and she says, give us all the details and what you like about it so far. Big. I've been doing, I'm in my second week of Christmas decorations. It takes a while to get them together, so yeah, it's been a fun ride so far on the Christmas preparations front. I'm also working on Christmas Village on my diamond painting, and that's also another Christmas decoration. It is a Christmas theme. It's called Christmas Village, and so I'm working on that as well. And I'm trying to fix this glitter because it just doesn't look like it lays right. I'm going to just start here. It just looked like it was coming out too slow or not thick enough. I'm not sure. We'll get it. So just pay attention to what you're doing. If you need to go back a little bit, you can go back. The point is just not to take your tip and quit the pressure so that you can still feel it as you go, right? You can still see the glitter coming out, and you can watch if it's coming out consistently or not. So you can see right here that there's lines. This is the one that overlaps. So this one is the one we want to do the full cross on. And I'll go up and grab that other half, that other side in a minute. So then we're going to do this. So we're still talking about my current whips. I'm loving my painting because it does have a good mixture of confetti and what is it called? Color blocking. The confetti is a little more than I expected. But it's getting done. I have to do it methodically. Go number by number and go down the line, okay? Now, I prefer to do Christmas closer to Christmas time. I know there's a lot of people that do Christmas in July, and sometimes I will do something for Christmas in July, but not often. And that's because I really don't... Christmas in July, by July, I can't do it. It's just too, and I'm going to say too flippin' hot here, right? So I do a lot of different kinds of crafts depending on the time of year. It gets a little cooler here in October and November, so I use those as my days to really gain any heavy thing towards my Christmas decorations, or even Christmas at all. You know, because I could do a Christmas painting in July, and then it's already in December when I'm ready, or November when I'm ready to decorate, right? But what's that point, you know? I don't want to do that. So just run your arm down, just being slow, methodical as you go, right? And I saw that there was something that came up right here. Okay, so those are my whips. I'm doing my Christmas decorations. I love doing Christmas decorations and working with my silhouette and being able to take that piece that you find or you create. So these are all print and cuts, right? And somebody else put them up in the silhouette store and I bought them. And I love them, right? And I have some ideas for print and cuts for other things that I'm going to be trying here on the channel, and we'll see how they work. Those are coming in the new year. So we have some nice, exciting stuff coming. So what is your space like? Include a picture if possible. Okay, I have 2 spaces. I'm going to go ahead and show you the one that I have in the office. Then I'm going to stop for a minute and I'll go show you what my setup is outside in the living room that I can bring back and forth and take around, and it's a lot easier for me to move my diamond painting and not be so heavy for me. So what we're going to do is, now don't mind the mess, okay? Because my office is kind of messy right now because we are, I'm in the middle of all the Christmas decorations. So I just dropped you. I'm really, really sorry. So here's my desk, and this is where I'm working right now. So you can see I have different goodies to put on. So those are some Christmas ornament lights, and these are just some Christmas ornaments. I showed you my box. It usually just has whatever I need. My bells are always stored in here, as well as my ribbons when I'm working. So this is a good place for me to just put things that I will be using during my projects. I then have over here on my desk, I have my various glitters. So like I said, I have 2 full and 1 partial. And then I have a basket that sits here. This basket stays on here all the time. It's got all of my tools. I will actually switch it between baskets, actually. It's got my popsicle sticks, my glue sticks. It's got all kinds of gemstones that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I have a sheet cutter, my glue gun, spray adhesive. I have some tweezers, some tools for weeding, and some silhouette tools. So I have those, like scrapers and stuff. That's all here. It's easy for me to grab. I have pens here, so if I have to write, everything I need pretty much sits in this container that I need on a regular basis. The other stuff that comes out, those are just additional items. Over here you'll see I have some popsicle sticks and a bunch of dowels. Okay, that way it's all right there. And then some paintbrushes if I need them. This is my desk. And usually this area right here is all clear because that's where the silhouette will sit and print and will do its cutting. That way it has a nice smooth area to work with. I pulled out off 4 of these, and they have matching straws here. And I'm going to be working on a project with those. Don't tell anybody, but I'm going to make something for my husband for Christmas out of these. And then the cups over there that you see are getting ready to be put together for my mom and my sister. And then you see pictures of my grandchildren that always stay on my desk, so I see them when I'm playing. My pick scan. You can actually take a picture that you have, put it on this pick scan, and we'll scan it and cut it. I have another basket over here that has just little odds and ends. Really, it's just a grab bag. These are my sewing scissors, my Fiskars. They do unlock right here, and they stay locked. They're very, very sharp and are exclusive to diamond painting. Is this what I think it is? This should be my scanner, maybe. Let me see. I'm looking real quick. No, it's empty right now. Okay, so I have a scanner that actually goes in there. I have more adhesive letters. So adhesive letters in here. Over here is just another bag. It keeps my extra bags I use, because I use gallon bags to store my cutouts in until I do them. I have extra pliers and stuff right there, as well as duct tape and more clips. So there's just a little bit of everything, anything I might need, extra ribbon, extra tape, clips. I have a bunch of shelves right there. My heat press is right down here. This is my heat press, if you look. Okay, my squares I used for blocking in my quilting. These are some of my paintings I've done in the past. So here's one of my Halloweens, and then I have the 49ers, and I have the Patriots as well. So I just have a few paintings there. I have this is what I look at right now currently from my desk. I sit at my desk and this is my view. And I see that I have a painting that's on the wall that I haven't touched in a while. So it's hanging there waiting for its turn to go out in the living room. Then I have my bookshelf behind that, and that's where all my goodies are kept. So you see all my paper, more goodies. Down in that corner is all my vinyl. That's got t-shirts and patterns and crochet stuff. More bases for my stand-ups. These are my old boy steel crochet hooks. I got those when I was a kid. Yeah, I've kept them all this time, huh? Aren't those cool? It'll be time to pass on eventually. So that is really my workspace, other than over here in my closet. You'll see all my diamond paintings that I haven't done are all there. All the ones that are completed, waiting to go onto the wall, are over there. And I have some hanging and some various kits that are partially done that still need to be finished. And then just storage up there. My silhouette sits here with my books right next to my chair, just under my window that I get to look out every day. It's got some diamond paintings. Those are the drills. This is the drills for the old shoe house. You see all my books. I have knitting books galore, and sock books, guides to coloring books. I've got all kinds of Lego stuff down there. These are all full of knit crate patterns. There's more yarn, and I have my extra storage down there. But right now things are kind of catty-wonky because I am currently doing Christmas decorations. I will, and then I sit down right behind my desk, and this is where all the magic happens. And I dropped my camera, and it landed on that. And I gotta see if I can fix it. I don't know if it's gonna come off or not now, because it's still... I will have to do something to disguise this mess, because there is nothing I can do. Oh, man. This is heartbreaking. Okay, I'll have to find something to do to fix this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I am going to let it dry now and not touch it anymore, because I think I might be able to easily, carefully scrape it off, but we'll see. I may have to do something to disguise it, basically. And I do have this one. So see how nice that one is? That's definitely the one that's going in the front. That one I have to see if I can fix. So let's go on. So what is your favorite DP pen, and where is it from? My favorite DP pen is from Diamond Art Club. They're very light. That's one. The other one that I have is from Jim's Handmade Shop. It is the only one I bought on Etsy, so I don't have a whole lot to show for that. I'm going to move this guy over and let him dry now. I'm going to bring in his sister so that we can work on some pink stuff now. So we've got Rudy, and now we're going to look at Ruby. So here's Ruby. Okay, we're just going to flip. We're going to work on her now. So, Jim's Handmade Shop is where I got it. So, I use it a lot. So, you'll see it soon. What is your favorite diamond painting tray, and where is it from? I have different tools for different hobbies, okay? So, I have some tools in here. I have some tools out in there. But basically, I have a favorite diamond painting. I like the big white trays. Let me see. I have one around here somewhere. I just pulled one down. I have this one. here. And I know I have another one. It's a big tray. I like it for doing multiple colors. And it has a little opening that I can pour in. Sometimes it's hard to pour from that opening, and that's one of the things I don't like about this tray. It's one of the ones you get all the time. I mean, it's not special. I do have a bunch from Wilson's 3D Designs and My 3D Designs, and they are fantastic for you to be able to see, I would think. How did I do these snowflakes? I know I did something with them. Yeah, I just made sure they were all out. Okay. Okay, so my trays that I like are both from those companies. Which do you prefer? Which drill do you prefer, square or round? I like them both. I like to have one of each actually on the go at a time. Right now I've got 2 squares because Christmas had to be done. But I enjoy just the art of diamond painting, and each diamond, the 2 drills are totally different, right? The drills, the drills to me don't matter whether they're square or round. I do it for what picture it is. I don't do it because I want to do rounds, or I Jones to do only squares. I like them all. I think I did that with that, didn't I? I know I did. I'm just making sure that I did it. Yeah. So what I did is I went through all the dots and put this icicle or crystal in, and then went around the snowflake as well as that. Then I did the whole snowman, and then I'm going to flood the snowman when I'm done and the snowflakes so that they pop off the page, and I'll show you how I do that at another time. What is your favorite wax or putty? I prefer wax from Diamond Art Club. Their heart wax is perfect, and it lasts me quite a while, and I diamond paint a lot. And I use my multi-placer a lot. It's a big thing that I do, okay? And so they last, and I have had no issue with them, so that's what I do. Okay, so I use the glue dots in my single placers and the Diamond Art Club wax in my multi-placer. Okay, so our next one is, what are your top 5 places to shop on Etsy? I have different Etsy stores that I go to. I do diamond painting, yes, related. Sometimes I've got a bunch up there that I have favorites or things that I would love to have at a later date, and so I keep a list. And I have some cross stitchers. I have people who've done vinyl stuff, and so really to choose favorite ones, I don't. If it was for diamond painting, I haven't tried enough to know to say that there isn't another one that I prefer. I am currently on a no spend year, so I am not spending any money this year on any art supplies, and I'll probably be doing the same next year, because what I need to do is I'm going to be moving my office eventually to a building I put outside in my backyard. But I still have to get the deck put up and all of that, and we have to get the building before I can do that. So we're hoping maybe next year, at the end of next year sometime, that might happen. We will keep you informed. But I will lay it out differently. I'll have boxes on the wall. I'll have places to store. I'll have lots of things. It's going to be fun. So keep on it. What is an accessory company you haven't tried but want to? What's stopping you from trying them? believe it or not, there's a lot of stuff that I've seen from Bella Art de Nicole. But I haven't really looked lately because I am on a no spending. So that's why I would not be able to buy it right now, is because I'm on a no spending, and trying to use up the craft supplies that I have so that my husband doesn't freak out anymore about my crafts. He really doesn't. He doesn't like it when I spend the money, but it is my money when I spend it. And so I work very hard, or I used to work very hard. I worked many hours at my job. I was 60 hours. I was a manager in an accounting department, and I managed all the AR and AP. I've done lots of other things for a different company that I worked for a lot longer. And so I just take what I've learned and what I've gotten from other things and move forward, right? And so now we finally realize that my fibromyalgia is to a point where it's not dangerous to me, but I am in a lot of pain. I'm usually pretty good till about noon or 1 o'clock, and then I start going downhill. I do get up early so that I can get things done, because I don't want to wait and feel like I didn't get things done when I needed to. Okay? So really just kind of go with it, right? So, what is your favorite DP accessory and why? Okay, so I have different crafts, and diamond painting is one of my crafts that I do. I have a whole bunch of diamond paintings. You've watched me do them on my channel. I love diamond painting, okay? But what do I love the most? I think what I love are those sticky mats. I heard about them from Stitcherista the first time. They're called bead mats. You can get them on Amazon. They are always in my description below. They are my favorite tool, because when I'm working in my living room craft space, it's on my lap. So for me to have those sticky pads on there to prevent any mishaps, then I'm happy, right? So I would say my sticky pads that I have. And there's trays. There's a lot of trays out there that I think are really helpful, okay? But when it comes to what is my favorite, I would have to say the sticky pads that I use. How long have you been diamond painting? I am coming up into my 3rd year of diamond painting, but I have been crafting since I was 8 years old. I started in doing the little loom you get, the little red loom you get, and you got all those rubber bands, and you make all kinds of hot pads, right? So that's how I started. Then I begged my mom. My mom's an avid crafter and sewer, much sewer. So she's actually pretty close to being a seamstress in my mind. She's also a curator. My mom's very, very, very accomplished in her life. And I love and support my mom 100%. And, you know, so yeah, I think I've been crafting for so long that I asked my mother for a crochet hook and a book to learn. And I learned. I didn't have YouTube to learn how to crochet, right? I didn't really. My mom helped me a little bit because she can do a little bit. But when it comes to getting into these bigger, more ornate things, she really just does it not very much. You know, she'll take and do a little bit with making some different scarves or something, but she's not really big on the making of her stuff. So crochet was not really her thing, but she got me what I needed to. I tried to learn to knit. I had a really hard time. I should have asked my mom if I could go to the craft store and get classes so I could learn to knit, but I did know how to crochet, so I just put that up to, okay, well, I'm only just going to crochet because I can't do the knitting. And then I was watching YouTube one day, and I thought, well, I wonder what I can find on learning to knit. And I ran into Marley Bird. She is she's taught me a lot. I've learned a whole lot from Marley Bird. She's probably one of my favorite YouTubers, and if I could meet her, I would do it in a heartbeat. So Marley Bird is one of the ones that I want. She's been influential in my crafting journey and my knitting journey. She actually has a series where she sat down and taught her mom on camera. So her mom was asking similar questions that I was asking her when she come back from, practicing, because I would do the same thing she told her mom to do. And now I can knit beautiful things. I can make beautiful sweaters. I just love the craft and wish I would have learned earlier, to the extent that I want to become a master knitter now. And I really want to take that even farther. I don't know that you can do anything farther in diamond painting, but to keep doing diamond paintings, right? And I have plenty to keep me busy. And so I guess that's diamond painting, just newer, is the newest to my crafting world, okay? So I've done all the other crafts that I do longer. So diamond painting is my newest one, which is almost 3 years since I've done it. Have I started any new crafts since then? No. I'm to the point where I think if I started more crafts, my husband would get upset with me, because I already have enough crafts in my office. He still lets me buy them though. I got to buy my cookie cutters. Oh, that's the other thing I've enjoyed doing now is cooking. So I've been doing a lot of baking. And I'm going to be doing baking, and we're going to be starting to do, I'm going to make some sugar cookies. And all of my food that I make and desserts are all sugar-free. I do that because I have been diabetic in the past, and I don't want to chance getting sick again. So that's why I've lost weight. Through my journey, I've lost 150 pounds in my whole entire journey. I started just over 300, and I'm down to 145-ish. So I have worked really hard to do that. I'm very, very proud of myself for that being completed. So what's the next one? What made you want to start diamond painting? Okay, what made me, I kept seeing it. I don't know how I saw it. I kept seeing it in my YouTube feed, I think. And I told myself forever and ever that I was not going to diamond paint, because I knew the second I started, I would be addicted. I don't take things to a minimum. I take them to the extreme. And I have everything, as my husband says, he goes, anybody he talks to says I have $30,000 in crafts, which is probably not too far off. So diamond painting is one of them, and I've spent a lot of time and a lot of years doing that. So how long have you had your platform? I started my platform in April 2021, so I am in my 10th month. And it's been kind of difficult these last months, but I have been pushing through and getting it done, and I think I'm better for it. So I'm better for all of you showing up and listening to my videos and knowing that I'm actually out there talking to somebody. I mean, what is it? What if you had a question, you could ask me any question in the world. What would be your top 3 questions? Why don't you enjoy those in the comments? Give me some more questions that you might be looking for. What are you looking for? And I'm going to be trying some new things. I'm doing a lot of research on my back end so that we can have a stronger channel. And so it's all in what I have to do in the backside. But I appreciate everything you do. So I want to be able to get to know you, get to know who you are. What do you like to do? I mean, I'm here to help you or to make you feel better or whatever it is that you need. And I'd love to know about you. So let me know what's going on, and I'll be able to help you, and I'll answer your questions. I'll gather what you put into the comments below, and I will answer them on another video. So do you do other crafts when you're not diamond painting? Yes. As you can see, this is one of them. And I do diamond painting, cross stitch, needlepoint, knitting, diamond painting, running a YouTube channel. It's really part of my hobby now. It's the YouTube channel, and so I craft a lot. I craft with all kinds of crafts. So I mean, when you come to my channel, you're not always gonna just see diamond painting. You're not always gonna just see cross stitch. You're not gonna see just crochet or knitting. You're gonna see a multitude of me doing a multitude of different crafts. And I really enjoy the time that I get to do my crafting. It means the world to me. I love to decorate my house. I love to do all of that. So that's why my prep weeks, when I'm doing my true Christmas setup, is 2 to 3 weeks. It takes me to get everything done from start to finish. And so I'm in my second week, and yeah, I know the glue is not staying like it's supposed to. There we go. Let me take it up this way. I'm kind of just going through so that I keep and dragging it and keep going. So that I kind of keep that line nice and straight. So, okay. So what's our other one? What are the top 5 places to buy pens, wax, and trays? Pens, if you want one that's reasonable and comfortable, I usually put a diamond painting pen into my cart every time I buy some from Diamond Art Club. So I get a lot. I have most of my pens are from Diamond Art Club. I don't go on Etsy a whole bunch. I've started going on Etsy more. So I'm hoping that I can start communicating more with some of the owners of the shops in Etsy, and maybe we can start doing some business together and helping each other. So I'm going to be doing some of that networking next year. So stay tuned for that. And I just put all the pink on. So where do you start your diamond painting? Top, bottom, and why? I don't have a spot that I necessarily start. I usually start somewhere on the side, basically, because I usually do them from one side to the other. So I would say side to side. And it's usually probably the right side or the left side I do first, and I work on over. And then I work kind of going back and forth as I go through the painting. And so that's what I do. Name 3 people, including other creators, that you would be willing to meet. I would like to meet Marley Bird. I would like to meet, who else? Who else is out there? Obviously, Miss Crochet and Coffee. And let's see, there's Mindy. There's Roxanne Richardson. Crazy Sock Lady. I know that's more, but those are the ones that I really have connected with. And Stitcherista. I forgot about her, but Stitcherista. She's the other one that I like to watch. I haven't been watching too much YouTube lately. I've been doing a lot of binging on Disney Plus. So my bad. I probably should do more than what I actually do. However, that's what it is. So, what genre of diamond painting is your favorite? Animal, landscape, or people? I would have to say my number 1 favorite genre is landscape. I love Thomas Kincaid, Dominic Davidson, Chuck Pinson, and their artistry is just amazing. Someday I'll be able to do a landscape like that. I'm working on it again. I haven't done my drawing as much. I usually don't do it so much that it kind of doesn't, really exist much, right? I'm just putting a little glitter on the buttons and his nose and or button on his eyes. And then then I'll leave his mouth alone. But then I'm going to put some orange on his carrot, right? We're going to make him look cute, right? How about tropical tangerine? I like that. And it's just a little bit, right? So it's a little tiny nose. But you can still do that glitter. See how nice this is to be able to do this. It's easy. I mean, with these tips, they make it really easy for you to do various things, right? I don't know that I want that blue. I have a lot of different blues. I think I'm going to use waterfall in this one. So, landscape is really my favorite. I also do the girls with the big eyes. I love the girls with the big eyes. They're awesome. I have one on my wall. I have a Sweet Tooth on my wall right now. So I look at her every day. And I have Chuck Pinson on my wall. So those are on my wall every day. But when it comes to what do I like the best, I would have to say landscapes. And that's why I'm loving Christmas Village so much, is because it is a landscape. They're just my favorite thing to do. And I love how they look in my house. They really go with what I'm doing in my house. And then we're going to be working on our wall, right? So we got lots of things coming up. So stay tuned. I'm just trying to do these last little bits over here that you can barely see the black, but you can see the outline for his pants up there. So I wanted to make sure there was a little bit of blue on top of that. Okay, so what's our last question? No, we got 3 more questions. What is the biggest diamond painting you completed, and how long did it take? The biggest diamond painting I completed was Minions. And the Minions... Now, mind you, I watch the Minion movies, all 3 of them, at least 4 or 5 times a year. I think my husband's probably pretty tired of watching the Minions, but he puts up with it because he knows it's one of my favorite movies. And I don't normally watch movies, so for him to get to watch a movie with me is a big thing. So he really enjoys that. It's something that we do together, is watch our Minion movies. We also watch our Santa Claus movies together. So that keeps me really busy doing that. But the Minions took me 6 weeks to complete. It was 2 feet tall and 6 feet 2 inches long. So it was quite the task. It did take me only 6 weeks and had a lot of multi-placing though. I have to say that one was high level multi-placing. It was well worth it. So what would be your dream kit? What kind of glue, acrylic, or resin drill? Round or square, and what size would it be? Well, I don't know what size it would be. I would make sure that whatever the size was really brought forth my picture, because my goal is my dream kit is to actually do my own drawing and then submit it and have it put into a diamond painting. And so that's really what my real goal is. And I won't know until I've completed the picture. I'm not sure if I want to do a landscape or if I want to do one of I want to do one picture that takes the heads of all our family from my grandparents down, so that we can have all the generations showing, because I think there's 6 generations. My grandmother was still alive when we had 4, and it's 5 generations. And it's still 5 generations. Because when I had my kids, it was my grandmother, my mom, me, and my daughter, right? And my kids. And now we have grandkids. So it would be 6, but because my grandparents are no longer alive, we still have 5 generations, which is really phenomenally cool. I think it's cool. I might be off base, but and I want to do something like that. And so that would be square, because it's the face. If it's the landscape, I don't know. Sometimes I like landscapes and rounds. It will really just depend on how that kit comes together. The last question, number 20, is do you prefer confetti or color blocking? When it comes, I want to get something done, I prefer color blocking. So the Minions I didn't expect it to be as easy as it was to get it done, but it was. It was quite easy to get completed in that 6 week period. I don't think I would have done it with any other one particularly. Yeah. I don't know. I like them both. It really just depends. A lot of landscapes are a lot of confetti, but you do also get a mixture of different things on those channels, right? So when it comes to, it just really depends on the painting. I don't have a preference for whether it's confetti or color blocking. I don't look for paintings that way. I seriously, all I look for is the visual. Is it something that invokes something to me? That's what I care about. I like that feeling that it invokes within inside me, right? That's what I like doing. So it doesn't matter to me whether they're confetti or it's color blocking. And then she's got one more bonus question, and it says, name your top 5 diamond painting companies. Number 1, I would say Diamond Art Club. Number 2 is, believe it or not, I like the stuff from Paint with Diamonds. I also like Easy Whim. I do their monthly kits. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the closet right now. I'm just trying to get caught up on all of my diamond paintings, so I'm not out there right now buying and looking. I know that there's other ones out there. There's Craftably. There's, I don't know, there's lots of them out there, right? I don't know them because I don't usually go buy from them, or I haven't found something that I want to buy from them. There is one, Treasure Studios Arts. I have not used theirs, but they are the one that I want to try next because of one of their artists is there. And so it's really kind of awesome, and I'd like to really be kind of a part of that. So that's the end. I'm going to go ahead and do the closing. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down is fine. But please let us know why you didn't like it down in the comment section below. As well as if you want to become a member and part of the Sunset Girl Creates family, let's see you subscribe down there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and right next to it is a button that you can hit to know every time I upload a video. So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. This will also be on Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's channel. I will have it all edited and up to her tomorrow. I'll send the link today because this is today's video. So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming and wish you a happy Wednesday, Tuesday. Bye-bye.